first step in becoming successful in math is by changing the way you view it. By changing your perspective, you will be surprised at how successful you can be. Many students are skeptical about taking a math course because of their past experiences. In my case, I had to overcome my fears and realize that the only obstacle standing in the way was myself. Once I changed the way I viewed math, the work became less difficult and was easier than I expected. What many people don't realize is that you can't half-step your way through a math course. You have to set time aside every day so that you can absorb information you are learning. If you have questions or need help, don't hesitate to ask one of the in-class tutors or your instructor for help. They are there to help you learn and want to help you succeed.
In order to be successful in this class, I would offer you this advice. First, in a self-paced math class, it is good to watch videos and do all book work at home. If you're having trouble with
I think it's important to understand your strengths and weaknesses. If math is not your strong area, then pace yourself and possibly take a lighter schedule. This will allow you to focus on learning the concepts that you will need in the next math classes. If you're self-motivated, then consider the self-paced classes where you can work at your own pace and possibly complete 2 levels. If you've been out of school for a while, I would suggest easing into it, maybe 1 or 2 classes your first semester. But if you feel confident and have a great support team at home and your schedule is not too demanding, then go for it. I would also suggest taking full advantage of the free tutoring and supplemental instruction sessions and the one-on-one tutoring as well.
Don't be afraid of your instructor. Don't be afraid to ask questions. There are no stupid questions. If you don't know the answer, it's smarter to ask than not to ask.
I would like to stress the importance of not falling behind when it comes to math courses. In fact, I would recommend staying ahead of schedule if possible. There always comes a lesson that you're going to need to spend more time on. Being ahead of schedule allows the extra time needed to spend on these lessons before moving on to the next. This is essential to a student's success because every lesson builds on the previous in mathematics.
You need to keep all of your work organized in a notebook so you have it to look back on when it's time to study for the final exam.
Do your homework daily to stay focused. Keep up with the calendar to see your progress.
It is critical to keep up with the homework so you can ask questions.
When picking a time for class, choose a time that you know you can attend. If it's going to be hard to make it to an 8 o'clock class, take one later in the day.
Be motivated and show up for class on time. Some of the most important things happen in the first 10 minutes of class.
If you have trouble with math, don't take a 2-day-week class if you can help it. When a class only meets 2 days a week, a lot of material is covered at one time.
When you plan your schedule for the semester, don't just plan for class time, plan for the time you will need to practice too.
Be patient with yourself.
Talk to the instructor, get to know the instructor, and talk to her when you have concerns.
Know your personality and how you learn.
If you are having difficulty, get help as soon as possible. Don't wait until the day before the test.
Know your learning style.